Kuwait is known, by many as the Pearl of the Middle, East and Arab world. It has a population of more than 4 million. But it is one of the countries with the largest oil reserves. Of those 4 million, only 1.45 million are Kuwaitis, while the rest are citizens of more than 100 countries. Especially Indians, Egyptians and Filipinos live here. Oil reserves were discovered in 1938, and before that the country was hardly developed, and from 1946 underwent rapid modernization. Stay with me to know how to live in Kuwait, where the temperature can go up to 54 degrees Celsius in summer. Kuwait is mostly a desert, the Arabian Desert, a basically flat country, with its highest elevation being over 300 meters above sea level. With less than 1% of its land arable, it is almost entirely dependent on exports to ensure its food. It has the 6th largest oil reserves in the world. It is often a high quality and cheap oil. This country has the 2nd largest oil deposit in the world. It's Bergen Field. If you are a Kuwaiti citizen, you do not pay taxes. Electricity and petrol are very cheap. In addition, medical assistance is provided free of charge. After the invasion of Iraq, the state of Kuwait promoted the birth rate to make up for the losses caused by the war. So it gives each child the equivalent of $170 a month for life. Citizens are encouraged to study abroad if their education, from kindergarten to university, cannot be completed in Kuwait. The Kuwaiti royal family, the Al Sabah family, is the 2nd richest family on earth after the royal family of Saudi Arabia. It has nearly 1,000 members and owns huge stakes in many major corporations in the United States. The Kuwaiti dinar is the currency of Kuwait and is divided into 1,000 fils. It is currently the world's highest value physical currency associated with a country. 1 Kuwaiti dinar is equal to more than $3. Because vegetables are not abundant in the desert, the Bedouin gastronomic culture is based on meat, including cow's milk. A Kuwaiti breakfast may include fried liver or kidneys, and dairy products such as cheese or yogurt. Kuwaiti cuisine is a fusion of Arabic, Persian, Indian and Mediterranean cuisine. A typical dish is the rice-based makbuz, usually prepared with basmati rice, seasoned with spices and chicken or lamb. For Kuwaitis, it is very important to be generous when serving food to guests. Therefore, on ceremonial occasions such as weddings, hosts usually roast a whole lamb and serve it over saffron rice. The falcon is the national bird and owning it is a sign of social status. Most of the hawks are imported from Spain. Because there are no rivers or lakes, 75% of drinking water comes from seawater desalination plants. Diwania is a typical Kuwaiti cultural institution, a gathering of people who come together to talk about politics, economics or local and international issues without fear of persecution. In Diwania, people can often be seen drinking tea or playing cards. Sulaibia, a small town in Al Jara Governorate, holds the record for the highest temperature in Asia, and the 3rd highest in the world. It reaches 53 degrees Celsius. As a Muslim country, Kuwait prohibits eating, drinking, playing loud music and dancing in public during the month of Ramadan. A very popular sport is camel racing. Otherwise, dromedaries. In Kuwait, Burj Mubarak Al Kabir, one of the largest skyscrapers of the future, consists of 234 floors with a height of 1,500 meters and is located in the Arabian Collection. The building is part of the grand project of the Silk City or Madinat al-Harar with China. Approximately 70% of men and more than 80% of women over the age of 15 are overweight. One of Kuwait's most famous landmarks is the Kuwait Towers, blue-green water towers located in Kuwait City. The largest of the three rises to a height of 187 meters, and has an observation deck, gift shop and restaurant. If you are invited to a Kuwaiti's home, dress conservatively. In addition, it is customary to bring a gift. It can be a box of chocolates or a plant. But never bring alcohol. Remember that they are prohibited by religious principles. Also remember to greet the elders first. Apart from Bahrain, it is the only state, with a local Christian population that has citizenship, in the Cooperation Council for the Gulf Arab States. But this is not more than 400 citizens. Among the non-citizen population, Christians are estimated to number more than 800,000. Among men, Kuwaitis greet each other by shaking hands, touching noses, and giving each other an air kiss. Not so when greeting a woman, you can shake hands if she takes the initiative. Kuwaitis never miss an opportunity to connect with their family. So they go to the desert 50 kilometers away from Kuwait City, on weekends and set up tents or Bedouin tents there. Kuwait's system of government is a parliamentary emirate, with the emir being Nawaf al-Ahmed al-Sabah, who each year forgives debts owed to Kuwaitis in cash or to banks. On the other hand, when a Kuwaiti gets married, he can choose a land or a house completely free of charge in addition to a monetary gift. When entering a mosque you should take off your shoes, and enter with your right foot. Because the right side reflects your spiritual side. Generally, it is customary to remove your shoes, when entering any private room such as a house or place of worship. Kuwaitis love gold, and jewelry made of this metal is the most preferred gift. It is cheaper than other parts of the world, because there is no tax to acquire it here. In Kuwait, it is popular to use shisha or water pipe, also known as hookah, which is used to smoke tobacco. Its interesting mechanism is that the smoker inhales a mixture of tobacco smoke, and the volatile components of the liquid it contains. The highway that connects the country, with the Iraqi city of Basra is known as the Highway of Death for the hundreds of Iraqi soldiers who died there when they retreated, before American bombing at the end of the invasion of Kuwait. Kuwait's streets and highways are lined with ultra-luxury vehicles such as Ferraris, Porsches, Rolls-Royces, Aston Martins and high-end SUVs. Taking photographs in the emir's compound and palaces is strictly prohibited. If you do, you may be caught by the military, who will kindly force you to delete those photos. One of the most common activities for Kuwaitis is evening shopping. Kuwait City has more than 30 shopping malls, including the Las Avenidas shopping mall. Also, even if they marry a native woman, they cannot acquire the nationality of the country. After the emir's death, the line of succession in Kuwait does not necessarily correspond to his son's succession to the kingship, if he is not the eldest member of the family at that time. On the death of Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmad al-Sabah at the age of 91, he was succeeded by his brother, the 84-year-old Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmad al-Sabah. Kuwait is known as the Hollywood of the Gulf, due to the international popularity of its soap operas and theaters. It is the only country in the Gulf region with a thriving theater and film tradition as well as radio and television poetry. Kuwaiti millionaires led by the royal family pioneered the discovery of the Spanish Costa del Sol as a tourist destination as far back as the 1960s. Owning a holiday villa in Marbella is already part of Kuwait. Most Kuwaiti houses are rectangular in shape and organized around an inner courtyard. The courtyard allows for an intimate yet open environment, while protecting from wind and direct sunlight in the dry desert climate. There are 5 levels of social stratification in Kuwaiti society, and these divisions are based on wealth. At the top of the hierarchy is the ruling family. Old Kuwaiti merchant families follow. Then the ancient Bedouins, travelers from the Arabian desert, then Arabs from neighboring countries, and finally foreigners. Both custom and law impose a gendered division of labor. Unlike other Arab countries, women participate in various sectors of the labor force, but the percentage of women working outside the home is small. In Kuwait, a large proportion of marriages are arranged, and usually take place within the same clan. Women of the same social class must ask their father's permission to marry a Muslim. Men have more freedom. There is a mosque designed in the image of India's famous Taj Mahal. It is Siddiqua Fatima Sahara Mosque, located in Dahia Abdullah Mubarak, community near Kuwait International Airport. The marble was imported from Iran. Indian craftsmen worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 8 months to build it. The wastewater treatment plant constructed by General Electric in Sulaybia is the world's largest membrane-based water treatment plant. It processes 600,000 cubic meters of water per day, reaching a quality that allows it to be used even for drinking, but is used only for irrigation and industry. If you have learned about the Kuwait state from this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the like button. Share the video to let your friends know too. Have a good day after watching the video. See you in the next video.